Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is JB's Crochet and I'm Amber, and I just want to say a quick introduction. Hello to all those watching the replay. Thank you for coming and being here. I decided to pop on today, so there we go. I don't like having all that in my way. Oh well, I guess I just will have numbers over my forehead. Oh goodness. So I am gonna wait until I see some people. I wanted to pop on today just because I was like, you know what? I'm feeling alive today. Literally, I'm alive. Hello, Kimmy. How are you? But I just felt like popping on. I really have got to clean this thing. It's got dust all over it. I really need to crochet a cover. I just need to figure out what I want to do because I got to make it wide enough to fit over my cranking handle. Oh, my tension guide's sitting over there. Hello, everybody. So, my title of today's live is Let's Crank or Crochet. So, I have my knitting machine here, and my Wi-Fi is not like, there's something going funky with my Wi-Fi, my hotspots, or not my hotspots, but we have pucks around our house, and the Wi-Fi in this room is now not great. And so hopefully we don't run into issues with that. I'm gonna plug my phone in real quick. Hello, Jill. So, as I was saying, I don't know if this is gonna work today. I bought this from Michael's. I got it for just a few dollars, I think. I can't remember how much it was. There's not a whole lot here, y'all. It's very like loose. 4 ounces and 207 yards. It's loops and threads, soft and shiny. This is Party Multi. So my plan was to take a vote and see, do I make a beanie on here or do I crochet while I talk? Because the project I have to crochet on is, I wouldn't say a no-brainer per se, but it's not it's an easy one for me to get going and look up and down. Hi, Michelle. Yeah. Yesterday, I don't know, I had no energy yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better with energy today. So I don't know. What should we do? Beanie or project? Do the Addy, this one, the beanie, so I can chat. Oh my goodness. I had this little tote underneath the table. There's a little legs that make a square at the bottom that this sits on top of. And it has all my my waste yarn, and I have my box of Addy stuff in here, beanies. Okay, so you guys want me to make a beanie, huh? Well, then I need to grab my tension guide because I left it sitting at that end of this thing here. It's on the other end. So give me a second. I gotta push this out. Oh my goodness. I was on another live this morning. Well, not on the live, but I was in the chat. Hello, Marianne. And it's the channel Hoop and Home with Sherry. She's really cool. I like her. She is where I got introduced to Shauna from Southpaw Fiber Arts, where you can buy these. Y'all, go follow Southpaw Fiber Arts, because I was looking and somehow I was able to buy 2 of these for the price that they are now. So go follow her and watch for sales on them, because they've got a lot of new colors on them now. And of course, prices had to go up a little bit too, because, with shipping and all that fun jazz. So these I highly recommend. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So I hate how StreamYard makes me backwards. Yeah, so I highly recommend these tension guides. I am going to Marianne, you got me paranoid of breaking these teeth now, so I'm like, I had my yarn guide open just now and I was about to crank and I was like, ooh, I need to close that before I break any teeth. And I need to go through here and double check and make sure I haven't snapped any that I just can't see. So, right here. Okay. So the beanies are super, super easy to do. So I don't use waste yarn on my beanies. At least this kind of beanie anyway. This yarn is so cool. I just wanted to see how it worked out. The Centro 48, speaking of that, Len, the crafty cranker, she actually, I was on her Etsy shop just yesterday and noticed she has new tension guides for the Centros that look very similar to this. And my daughter has Centros, so I was thinking about buying her one of these for her Centro because I love this thing on my Addy. Oh no, that stinks. But yeah, you still got me paranoid to be careful with mine. So, all right. I'm gonna make myself a tail about that long. I usually try to go about the length of my arm. I hold it out here like this, and I measure to about my elbow or somewhere in here, and that's where my tail. I start my cast on. So I'm gonna do my cast on. So that's every other one. So the yarn goes under the first tooth. Here I go again, Kim. Tooth, pin, needle, whatever you call it. And then you go behind the next one, in front of the next one, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front. Oh, I have kids coming. Hold on. Pause, please. I left them watching TV. Oh, there it comes. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about the quiet for a minute. Like I said, I had a kid come in. All right, so Len, yes, I had to mute my mic for a second. Sorry. I had a kid come in wanting my tablet so he could play Minecraft Education on it. So these tension guides, go to Etsy and put in Southpaw Fiber Arts. Or you can do the Ultimate Tension Guide, and it should come up. All right, so here is the name. I don't know if it's going to come in clear or not. Marianne, if you wouldn't mind helping me, could you find Southpaw Fiber Arts on YouTube and or Etsy and share their link for me? You're the only one I see as a mod in here right now. Hello, Ellen. Pause, please. I'm sorry for the multi-million interruptions, but apparently I have to sign into his Minecraft education, so give me just a minute. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I can. Sorry. We will get to this eventually. My kids keep interrupting for technology, so give me just another minute. I'm going to give them some time on their computers. I can lock their computers down, and so I can actually allow them a certain amount of time on their computers. And right now I need to increase it so it matches what my other one got. My youngest. All right, so let's see, edit. Today is Thursday. 2. Save. Thank you, Marianne. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I swear by these things. They are awesome. They give you nice, consistent, like, nice, consistent tension where you don't have to sit here and hold the yarn and like hold it and like loosen, lighten, tighten down your tension and all that fun stuff. So it is nice. Okay, let me finish getting this casted on. So I went behind, now I'm going to go in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, and lastly behind the last white one, and then I feed it through here, the yarn guide. Let me pull a little bit out of here. And the other thing is you want to make sure you don't have tension coming out of your skein either. So thanks, Michelle, for the thummies. Yes, thummies are greatly appreciated. So I'm just resetting my counter, and it's going to click over to 1. Because that first cast on, I mean, it's technically not round, but I mean, it kind of is. So now I'm going to cast on, okay, for a beanie, I think I'm going to do 130. Because that's how much I made on, okay, so here, I'll give you guys another vote to vote in on. So I can either do 130. Yes, and don't forget, tomorrow I will be live again at 1 o'clock, but I will be over on Marianne, aka, sorry, I always do this, Marianne. Mama Wench, aka Marianne, and I have a show on Friday at 1 p.m. Central as well, where we do finish it or focus on it Fridays. So it'll be the same time tomorrow. Okay, so I could do one of two things. Hello, sweet, or Sid, I should say Sid. You're not. Okay, so this one is 130 rows, 134 roughly, and it can be folded up to have a brim like this. So I can do that, or I can do 100 rows and make it like this, where it's just long enough to give you maybe a little slouchy, not too much, but this one isn't as much of a, it can't be folded up to have as much of a brim, if that makes sense. So it's just a plain hat like this with, and then I can put a pom-pom if I want to. If I have any good matching ones anyway. Michelle's, you say the 130 rounds. Anybody else have any opinions? I hate, so the on my screen it says live 16 minutes and then 14 people watching, and it's like right in front of my eyes, and so I all I can see is my nose and my mouth. It's so distracting, y'all. I am so easily distracted. Okay, so while I see if more come in, I'm gonna go ahead. So yes, Jill, yeah, I think you mentioned that the last time. I've been doing 120 rounds on here, and it's just, I don't know, it's not quite long enough, I guess. So that's why I'm asking, do I do 100 and make it, where it doesn't have a fold up brim, or do I do 130 where it has a fold up brim option? Or it can be a slouchy. I'm not a slouchy beanie person, so double. So I'm just gonna get going. And like I said, these Addies like this kind of yarn that I'm using. It's very similar to Karen Simply Soft. It was about $1 or so cheaper than Karen Simply Soft. Why is it not showing me? It's my comments aren't going. They're making me scroll again. So I don't know if you can tell. You do 140 for an adult. So these skeins are small, so I don't know if I could get how much of a hat, and then if I have depending on how much I have, I could probably do a matching drop stitch scarf. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yes, Sid, I have seen people range anywhere from 120 to 140 for adults. Hello, Susan. I know this is a weird time of day, and normally I go a little later, but last night, I could have went live last night, but again, yesterday just was one of those days where, I don't know, I just had a funk yesterday. So, what was I gonna say? I went to Michael's and picked up this skein of yarn because I wanted to get some more of this. I want to go back to Joann's and get more of the Big Twist Shiny because I want to get it cheaper. I also picked up this at Michael's. It's like a little pencil pouch. It was on clearance. But when you open it up, y'all, this is a great, it doesn't have a lot of storage in it, but it's got this mesh pouch on this side where you can stick hooks in it. Or you can there's a big pouch over here, and then there's two small ones in front of it. And I was like, this would make a great little, what I call, like on the go pouches where you could throw just, like a project. I should have grabbed a couple of these, but I only saw the one. I have to keep an eye out for these because you could throw these in a project bag and have, your, pair of scissors in here. Like, look, here's a pair of scissors. You could put it in here like this. And then, here's a boy hook. You could stick that in here, depending on which side you want to put it on. Here's a prim hook. It's a fat hook. We'll just test it out. You know, you could put, it fits in here. Look, there's plenty of room for it to fit. And then, you know, you could get your like little tape measure, stitch, like a small little thing with stitch markers in it, you know, like it just makes a nice little, and then you zip it up and you don't lose, you know, your stuff. And like this, I'm talking like, well, Marianne, I'm talking like, just like, you know, if you have a project that you're working on and you have it in a bag or a basket, you can literally get a, you know, a couple of these if you can find them cheap enough and throw one in each basket. And then you have, you know, I don't know, less likely to lose the hooks, maybe. I don't know. So you know, I just thought that would be, I don't know. Well, you know, I've done things in a certain way for so long that I may end up not using this idea. Who knows? I will say that, well, see, that's what I'm talking about in the and you could throw it in here so that way it doesn't get lost in the project bin and accidentally fall out or something. I don't know, just an idea, you know. Now, I had this as one of my first videos with these. These are toothbrush holders. And you can stick like these, oh, what are these called? Resin hooks. This is an O-Fire hook that I got. I like the O-Fire hooks, but again, I was not particularly happy with this one because there's not a whole lot of that green glitter in there, and it's supposed to be an emerald one, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, so you can, you know, throw them in here and throw them in your project bags. Look, it doesn't rattle around because I put cotton balls at either end because they're a little bit longer than most of my hooks. And, well, it rattles around a little bit, but this helps protect it from snapping, getting stepped on or pushed or something. I have to admit, I don't use this because I have this little acrylic display thing for like makeup and pens and pencils and stuff, and I'm actually using it to display my hooks in it, and I don't reach for these hooks very much, so they kind of just sit. I'm gonna see if I can grab this without knocking stuff over. So I know I haven't gotten this beanie done yet, and I'm like getting distracted. But I have all my different hooks in here that I have. And it's just a little, like, I'm trying to tip it sideways without losing anything. It's meant for like, you know, lipsticks and stuff like that. And but yeah, I have my furls and I have my what are these? Omni hooks, Omni hooks. I got furls here. Here's another Omni hook. Again, I don't use these. I think I just got them because they're pretty. I do like to use this one on occasion, this metal furls, but I want more of them. And of course, my prim hooks are in here. I don't really, like I said, these are hooks I don't really reach for very much. The ones that I reach for are actually in my pouch that I take with me everywhere. And it has all my clover hooks in it. All right, let's get this beanie done. I am only 13 rows in. I saw that, Marianne. That was a really cool idea that you found. So I still have to look at them to see what they are, even if they're labeled. I love, look how this is, like, watch this on the Addy come around, like the way that the colors are lining up. It's cool. So is anybody working on anything while you listen and chat with me, or are you guys just hanging out with me? I want to try and get this done before an hour is up, and we are at 24 and a half minutes. So I love doing these little projects. This yarn is actually, turn the right way, loops and threads. Oh, that's upside down, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Soft and shiny. Party multi is what this one is. So, ketchup and tomato sauce, yummy. Oh, thank goodness, Michelle. Thank goodness things are peaceful at the moment. I hope they continue that way till you're, you know, relieved for the day. So yeah, Marianne, the Loops and Threads, Soft and Shiny, Karen Simply Soft, Big Twist, Shiny. I'm trying to think if there's any other brands that are similar to that. But yeah, my Addie loves these. Cool. I just saw someone say they posted something about a pumpkin pattern in the Crank Knit Facebook group. And I was like, that's really cool. I might have to try it out. I was thinking about making a pumpkin. I'm looking at it coming around. It's like got little, I can see like little blocks of this, like red. It's red on my end. I don't know what it's looking like on yours. It's like a red and fuchsia mixed together are making this block right here. That's red and fuchsia. I wonder if you, I wonder what size screw those are. Oh my goodness, Louise. Fun. 6 years. I can't, that's a long time. Yes. A lot of what you can do on the centros, you can do on the Addies because they're essentially the same thing. They're just different pin counts. So like this one is a 46. This Addie is a 46. Mama Wench's Addie is a 22, so it's a smaller one. It makes 3.5-inch wide panels. Mine makes 6-inch wide panels or 3-inch panels. I don't know what Marianne's is. It's either 3 or 3.5. Mine is 6. And then the Centro, gosh, I don't know how many different ones they have because they've got like 2 40 ones. They've got a 40, 48 and a 44 because my daughter has both. Yeah, the Centros are definitely more in the price range, Marianne, but let me tell you, so you know on these Addies, there's those 2 little red teeth between the big red tooths, the big red, you know, knob looking things. There's 2 little red ones, right? That grabs that the yarn grabs onto. She's actually got one of hers in between her. Hers are pink, like a lavendery pink color, like a mauve, I guess. One of hers is actually bent and almost broke off. So, I mean, I guess it just depends on, you know, I don't know. Like it's a you know what, I'm just gonna say it's a crapshoot when it comes to which one you get, you know, like these Addies can break just as easily as the Centros, but I feel like they use a bit higher quality plastic on this machine. And so that's why you don't see as many people complain about their machines breaking as often as you see the Centros. But the thing is I see a ton of people say, you know, my daughter's already had to replace her row counter with the magnetic one that they offer for it. And yeah, so and now she's got one of those little tiny, the smaller teeth breaking off. I know, Marianne, I get it. You know, it's like I said, it's a crapshoot on these things, you know. But the nice thing with the Centros is because they are cheaper, they're easier to replace if they break in a way that you can't fix them. So that yeah. Oh, trust me, Marianne, there's no I got this year back in early, like late winter, early spring. So if this thing breaks anytime in the next few months, I probably won't be able to get another one for a while because my husband, knows how expensive this is, and he's gonna be like, it's not for the kids at school, it's not food, it's not clothes, and it's not a bill that needs to be paid. So when it comes to paying for stuff like this, it's a little more like he's not fond of it, but he'll, allow it every now and again. Yay for curtains! So yeah, Marianne, I'm totally with you on not being able to replace it very easily. Yeah, Lan, you're right. Red Heart is one of those yarns that my machine doesn't like Red Heart, but I have found a way to make it work. There is, well, and I can't say for guaranteed work. I got it to work, I think once or twice. There's this stuff that you can buy in the Thread Magic, I think. And you can actually run the Red Heart. Oh, like I put it right here on the flat side of this row counter, and I actually hold the yarn over it and let it run over, and it picks up that Thread Magic, and somehow that helps reduce static, and it, just works a little better. I am watching for the 22 pin to go down. It was 30% off last week, so I'm hoping for just a little bit more, and then I want to get between 40 and 50% off of it. I don't know that ever will happen, but that's what I'm hoping for. It may be months from now before I get that, so we'll see. All right, we're at 57. The other thing, Marianne, I was going to say is, reach out to Kim and see if you can't work with her to maybe return it and have them send a replacement. Because I know Amazon, you can do that where you can either return for a refund or return for and do a replacement. So they may be able to replace it. And you know what? Contact Addie. You remember you contacted Knitpicks. Hello, Jennifer. Yeah, Susan. Contact the Addie company and see what they can do, because they may be able to help you. Because you were able to get a hold of Knitpicks and they sent you a whole new Knitpicks. So I don't know. I'm not saying that Addie will send you a whole new Addie, but they might send you the pieces you need, or I don't know. Those are two options. Work with Kim to do a return and replace, or contact Addie. Marianne, how many thummies do I have? I see 20 lurkers. I see 20 eyeballs. I don't see thumb count. I just see eyeballs. 134. Len, they're under $100 right now on Amazon. They're like $80 right now. The 22 pin. Yeah, and like Kim said, you just have to be patient, I guess. I have not broken this thing down to clean it yet, and I'm kind of scared to. Woo, 10 thummies. 12 thummies. Yay. Yep, don't forget the thummies. They help. But, I'm not going to sit there and force your thumb down on it. So you do, and you don't. Yeah, so there's some options for you, Marianne. Contact the company that sells Addie, or see if you can maybe do a return and replace through Amazon. It'd be worth a try. The worst that happens is you end up back right where you're at with a screw. Sorry. With a screw missing. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Well, actually, no, literally, but not up here. 75. We're on round 76 now. So I might have to actually break down and buy that Addie. But I just spent I just renewed our Zoo membership this morning, and oh, that might be why, Lynn. Yeah, because they're on Amazon for me in the US for $80 right now. So that might be the whole price difference. This is looking really cool, y'all. Look, I'm watching it on here. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm in the US, the States. I'm in the Midwest, in the state of Nebraska. Hello, Jennifer. But I need a drink. How is your tummy feeling, Marianne? I know you said this morning you were having tummy troubles. Has it gotten better throughout the day? If you guys haven't gone to Marianne's channel, Marianne, drop your link. I need people to go on over to her channel. We go live together every Friday at around the same time. We have a new show that we like to call Finish It or Focus on It Fridays. However, it seems like here lately, her and I are both focusing a little more on the focus part than the finish part. Oh, I gotta move my leg. It's leaning up against that corner again. No one is ever late. They're always right on time when they show up. Yeah. So, Susan, I am making a beanie on my Addie. Yep, and then Marianne does have her members live at 4 p.m. Central. I just got a notice in the last few days that my gifted membership is actually going to expire soon, Marianne, so I need to get on there and renew it because I want to remain a member of your channel because you're, again, like I messaged you or I commented on your video either this morning, I think it was this morning. Marianne she's an amazing lady. I vent to her all the time, like just talk to her, and she's always there to talk back to me in both ways. You know, she sets me straight. I love you, Marianne. I really do. I appreciate your ear and your friendship a lot. And Michelle, who's lurking. Well, I will get it renewed, and I will make sure that I'm on the membership eventually, you know, whenever it happens. So I should be able to renew it at the 99 cents when it expires and it asks me to renew it if I want. All right, we're at 94. My original designed beanie. That is the very first beanie I put on my channel that I designed is a tribute to Juan the Yarn Addict, who is an inspiration to myself and a friend of mine. It is actually called the Giddy Giggle Beanie. Yes, Marianne is amazing. And then Kimmy from the Crochet Cabin is going to be our guest tomorrow, correct, Marianne? And we're going to come on and talk about our projects and yarn and what we're going to focus on or finish over the next week and just chat about, you know, all things crochet and yarn related. Yes, Michelle, you are also part of my tribe too. And that's the other thing is we may not agree on things. Like I was talking with Michelle the other day. I may not agree with everybody on things, on everything, but we agree on one thing. We all love to crochet and we all love yarn and we are all a family. So, all right, I'm at 103. 103. Let's see, I said 130, right? It's a long tube. My mind just went blank, y'all. I'm like sitting here going, what are you talking about? So yeah, I'm not getting another scarf out of this. Like, it might be a really short scarf if I do a scarf out of this. Actually, yeah. I was gonna say I could stop here and just do a scarf, but I didn't do waist yarn, so I'm gonna do a beanie. I think this is gonna be a really cute beanie. I tried to find a coordinating yarn to go with it, but the Michaels that I went to, I don't know why I continue to keep going to this Michael, other than it's the closest one to where my daughter has youth group on Wednesdays. Because this Michaels, as much yarn as they have, it always feels like it's picked through or low inventory or just, I don't know. I always come out of this store, not entirely impressed or happy with the selection. But the other ones are just too far away. Yeah, 260. I can't get 200 out of this skein yarn. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is quite flat and there's not a lot left. Hello, Emily. Hello, Lydia. So I'm gonna have to just stick to a beanie at 130 rounds. Is what I'm gonna go for. If I go any longer, it's gonna be like a slouchy beanie or something. Which, I mean, a kid might enjoy that. Normally I stop at 120, but I just feel like 120 is not quite long enough. So I'm gonna go to 130. And we are at 119. So we're getting close. And y'all, making these beanies is super easy. Look, I've been cranking for 42 minutes. Well, not the whole 42 minutes, but it doesn't take that long to do it. And then you literally just cinch it up and knot them together. I am using loops and thread. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's barely gonna make it to 130. Because look how much I got left here. How did that one skate? I told you this skein did not feel like it had very much. Y'all, the Karen Simply Softs, I got a beanie, 100-row beanie, and 100-row drop stitch scarf with, all that tails and stuff that you have to do at either end out of a Karen Simply Soft. Or no, it was a Big Twist Shiny. Look at that. There's like, I'm just going to go till it ends, I guess, at this point. Well, and leave myself a tail. Loops and threads, soft and shiny. It's upside down. Soft and shiny. This is multi-party or party multi. Whew. All right, I'm just going to take it out of this because it's falling out anyway. All right, let's see. How far are we going to get? Because I'm at 124 now, so we'll see. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It's a little hard to see in the camera on here, but I'll try to keep an eye on it. I'm at 126. Hello, Jojo. Thank you for the thumbie. I appreciate it. Always. All right, we're at 128. Okay, we're just going to go until I, can't do my last round. Mine does not like red heart. At least I haven't tried it in a while, especially with this tension guide. I should do that. But I don't want to break my machine. All right, I'm at 131. That's long. I need to go further. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to try and get to 135 and make it kind of a slouchier beanie. Actually, no, Sid said she went to 140, so. Well, I am not going to make it to 140. I'm at 135. And I need to see how much I have left here so I don't run into the, ooh, I don't have enough tail for to cinch up. Oh, you know what? I don't have my my needles. I need to grab my needles. I need to grab my needles so I can pick up my loops after I'm done with the beanie. Sid, I might be going to 140. I don't know. I can never judge this very well. Because I got quite a bit left. I only have 2 more rounds. Where did I buy it? Well, we bought okay, let me actually point this down and I'll show you here for a second. So this is a tabletop right here. This wood round piece is from Home Depot. And then my husband took I think they're 2x2s, wood 2x2 pieces, and he cut them down to make the legs on the underneath it. And then he actually cut a hole out in the middle, so my tube is actually going down into the middle of the table. All right, so let me finish this round, and then I need to grab my needles. Okay. I need to pull this out because I cannot go any further. I got 140 rounds. Woohoo! So this one's going to be a little bit longer. All right, let me grab my needles. They are over there. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the pouch that I take everywhere with me. And it's in the same room as me. I just had it over by my my nightstand by my bed. Yeah, well, this one I don't have to weave in the end per se, but I have to use this tail to pick up the loops so I don't drop and have to frog it and redo it all over again. So all right, let's see. So I got myself a tapestry needle, and then I'm going to feed it onto the yarn onto the needle. And then what I'm going to do is I make sure that the last white needle pulls it down into it. And then I go about 3 or 4 needles. See, I call them needles sometimes and pins, others, whatever you want to call them. And then I go about 3. I start grabbing the first, so there's 3 black pins on this Addy. I cannot see what I'm doing. My eyes are crossing. And I just start grabbing the loops carefully so I don't pull too hard because you'll pull these off. And that is not fun when that happens. So I'm going to carefully, come on now. What are we doing here? Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on a second. This yarn actually split on me as it was going through here. So now I got to figure out how to. All right, give me just a moment here. I got to figure out how to get. Sorry, I have to focus on what I'm doing here real quick. I have to cut some of this yarn off actually because it is splitting on me. So I'm going to have to figure out how to catch these loops that I just put on here. Hello, Marie. Marie's Crochet. So, okay, let me grab these loops again. Hopefully I grab the right ones. And I'm going to be quiet for just a minute because I have to concentrate on this, so I apologize. I'm not ignoring you guys. Just I have to make sure I'm getting these loops because this yarn is being, oh, you know what? I think I might have grabbed the wrong one. There we go. I think I got it this time. Can't. I'm trying to grab loops without splitting the yarn. And it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Howdy, howdy, Miguel. Thank you for coming again. Oh my goodness. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. I keep grabbing strands of yarn I don't want. Or I keep dropping strands of yarn I do want. All right, well, I'm going with this. Oh my goodness. Should have paid better, closer attention to this. This is not working for me for some reason. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here because of this yarn. It decided to split on me, so now I have to find where it's going and grab the right yarn. And my eyes are trying to cross on me. I think I got it. All right, here goes nothing. I gotta pull this yarn out that's split on me. Maybe. It doesn't want to cooperate. You know what? We're just gonna leave it there until I come back around. We're just gonna leave it there and pull this one up. And I don't have much of a tail now, so. Just pray this works out. If not, you know what? I will just frog it and redo it after I'm off the live because we're at 52 minutes and it does not take me an hour, I promise, to make these things outside of a live. I'm much faster at this. Just sometimes things happen and my eyes are like, seriously, I can't see in front of me. They're like crossing. I don't know why. My eyeball is crossing. It's really not, it's not that tricky. It's just, the yarn that I'm using, I didn't realize the end of it was splitting and I was pulling 2 of the 3 strands, I think, up through the loops. And so it was like being, yeah, I was worried I should have just left it alone and kept going. I don't know. I don't think I would have been able to keep going. But we're okay now. And when I get back around, I'll be able to, it'll be a little better, I think. So I'm going around picking up all my loops. I got 46 of these to pick up, so it takes a few minutes. And I can't pay attention to what you guys are saying. Oh my goodness. I need to turn the fan back up. I'm getting a little flushed in here. Stop catching. There we go. I'm almost doing this without focusing on it. It really isn't that difficult. I'm just going around and picking them up as I go around. It's just that first little bit, it tried to make it look difficult. It really isn't. It's just my eyes are being tired right now, and so I've done this a few times, so I know what I'm doing, and I can kind of see what I'm doing. And you would think with glasses on I'd be able to see just fine, but like I said, my eyes are just not wanting to focus. So, like I said, I try to get about three at a time. So 23. Of course you would do that. Just a minute. I lost my yarn on my needle. Ooh, look at that. I got 25. Woo-hoo. 5 away from 30. That's awesome. Okay. So I just got to go back to picking them up because I lost my yarn out of my needle. I pulled too far. One, two, three. And then I have 2 left. I'm going to be careful that I don't pull on these too hard because whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, there we go. It tried to fall off. Okay. I'm back. I know, Sid. It's so... Yeah. See, this is what the yarn was doing. Now that I have this off, I can show you. Look. And it was like, as it was going through the loops, it was doing this and like cinching up on it. So I was like, ah! So I'm just going to make sure I have my loops picked up correctly. I got that one. I got that one. This one's hard to see because it's a hot mess with this yarn. All right, I know I cut it off. Why are you not coming out of there? There we go. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Like it's... Okay, where's the other end? Oh, you know what? I might have to frog this and do it all over again. I think I messed up. I think I messed up and cut my tail when I shouldn't have. No, I should be fine. Why is it not coming out? I'm getting kind of flustered, y'all. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, I think I'm okay. I'm getting embarrassed. And my eyes are not cooperating with me. Cuz it's never this bad, I promise. It's fine. I'm getting it. It's just my tail was tucked down inside the hat, so I was like, I was freaking out. I got it though. I'm good. I won't be dropping any stitches, I think. Yay! It's not. It's just I had a technical difficulty, Susan. It really was just a technical difficulty. Look. I got all my stitches are on there. And now I'm just going to cinch it down. All my stitches are there. Yes, this is not normal. Normally this doesn't happen. Like this was that tail that it like literally like was splitting. And so I had to cut it off. And I was just getting flustered, or just getting nervous, flustered, like thought I was screwing up, but I was actually fine. So really, I don't want this to deter people. Like it really is not that hard or not that bad. I will, Susan. Let me get it. I'm getting it tied up right now. I gotta do the beanie part. That's only one end. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is gonna be a long beanie. gonna be a slouchy. Oh goodness. This is long, y'all. It's crazy. It's almost a scarf. Where are you at? There you are. So I'm just trying to, I mean, I guess it's not too bad. Never mind. I don't know. Like I said, I'm bad at judging. Okay, now I just got to this. I'm finding this end right here so I can cinch the other end in. But I gotta make sure, you know, I tuck them in, that I, you know, turn it inside. And then this is how I make my beanies. It's awesome, Susan. I love it. I love doing these, just not messing up in front of an audience. All right, so I like to just basically take my two ends. So I fed up the one end up through the tube where the knitted is on the outside and the pearls on the inside of the hat. Let me show you the pearl. So the pearl is going to look like this. I think a bird just flew into my window. That scared me. So that's the pearl side right there, and then this is the knitted side. So what I do is I pull the one end up through the other end and I cinch both sides down. Sometimes I'll knot the one end before I pull it up through, but sometimes I just take it and honestly just tie these two ends together and tighten it down, and it cinches the two together just like this. And then I do my surgeon's knot where I wrap it twice before I knot it down. And then I go right over the left strand and then back under and knot it down. I do a couple knots because honestly this could be the inside of the hat. And if you put a pom-pom on it, it'll hide the knot too. And then the other cool thing is, because this is really super long, I'm going to make it shorter for a moment. And then I'm going to put, hello, Antonio. I will, Panda. Thank you for, yeah. I just wanted to know how you know, did you print it out and like tape all the chart together, or, you know, how did you keep track kind of thing? So I have both tails on my needle here, and I'm actually going to, I put my other hand inside the hat and I'm going to feed this needle between the two layers. And the reason my other hand's inside the hat is so I can feed this in between the two layers and make sure that I'm not catching the layers, if that makes sense. Like I'm going in between them. But I gotta get this needle to go in the right spot. And so I feed it through there and make sure, like I said, make sure I'm not catching, which I think I did. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't catch one of the layers as I'm feeding it between the layers. A lot of layers in that sentence. Sorry. I've gotten flustered, y'all, and so it's hard. Like I'm just having a rough go at this for some reason. And I didn't stretch out this hat yet, which I'll do here in just a minute. Okay, I think we're good now. I think. It's hard to, no, I think I got the other layer again. There we go. Anyway, it really doesn't matter how long the tail is. I'm just trying to feed these through here, but I keep getting inside the actual hat and not in between the layers. We're just going to go with this. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this shorter with my crappy scrapbook scissors that don't work with yarn very well. And then watch this. It just, you pull on it and it hides inside the hat. See how the tails just disappeared? Look at that pattern. Oh, it zigzags. That's cool. That is cool. It's almost like optical illusion-y. So I'm just gonna, another thing they say you can do is you can actually whip it like this, and it just settles all the stitches and the yarn and gets it all, Thank you, thank you. I think it looks cool. So here is the hat. All right, we'll go ahead and try it on. I'm like starting to sweat, but I'll try it on for you guys. So it's a little, here, I need to set this up a little bit more because I'm like slouching over here. All right, so I'm gonna scooch it down, and then look, my hair's in the way. I have a hard time with these with my glasses though. It needs a pom. Does it need a pom-pom, or just leave it like this, y'all? Isn't that cool? All right, pom-pom, or just leave it like this. I think it's fun like this too. And the cool thing about these beanies is you can, like, even though it's the same on both sides, you can literally, this is the inside now. Like it's a reversible hat. I don't know that there's much of a difference because I think it's the same pattern. I'm with you. No pom-pom. I think this is busy enough as it is. But a pom-pom would be cool too. Ah, Michelle's in here. Hello, Michelle. That was worth all the yes, it really was, Michelle. So there is that hat. And these I'm donating to look at my hair. Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach from K&K Crochet's channel. I make these hats. I'm gonna throw them in a box and mail them off to them. Yep. And then you can also make scarves and send those too. They said they'll take scarves. So this was all from 4 ounces of yarn, y'all. 130. Well, I made it to 140. That's right. 140 rounds. And it's so soft. So soft. So, all right, y'all. It has been over an hour after all those technical difficulties that I had with just me and my brain and my hands not cooperating with me. Excuse me. I think I'm going to get off of here and take a nap. Well, attempt to take a nap. Oh, Marianne, that's the other thing I need to get done is your block. I have 2 of the rounds done of my squiggle wiggle. I just said squiggle wiggle. That's yarn. Oh, I can't talk. That's Juan the Yarn Addict's new pattern. His squiggle wiggle blanket. My wiggly crochet block that I'm making you. So, whew, I've got to get this hair off my neck, y'all. It's a little dusty. Like I said, I got myself all flustered with this. So, but I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed watching me fumble through making a beanie. And well, I'm thinking of making this a normal live where I just come on and I either make something, a fairly quick project on my Addie. So we'll see. So, oh, I'm so glad you guys all made it here today, and thank you for being here. Don't forget, it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive, and go out and make something beautiful too. And we'll see you on the next video, friends. Next live. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Marianne, for being here and helping. Aw, thanks, Susan. Oh, see, I can't even find trying to get my finger on the butt, and I feel like I'm like right on it, and I'm still 2 inches away from it. There we go. Bye.